Hey, 6-5ers, Bradley Wilson here, along with my special guest, DJ Stuntz. DJ, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, how are you?
Owner of Affinity Home Lending here in Marietta, Georgia. And today we're going to talk to him all about what he does. So, how long have you been in the home lending business here in Marietta, Georgia?
Here in Marietta, I started Affinity Home Lending in 2014, but I've been in the mortgage business since 2000, so I'm going into my 22nd year.
Wow. That's an incredible amount of experience you have under your belt.
Got a lot of experience, a lot of years, but a lot of units too.
Yeah. How do you streamline or simplify the mortgage process for your customers?
Great question. One of the things that streamlines process, sets us apart, we do a lot of work right up front. We don't procrastinate. From the time that you sign your application, we're going to go ahead and put that file in front of an underwriter within the next 4 to 24 hours. So, a lot of companies I've worked in the past or hear about, it's maybe 5 or 6 days before they get your full application documents out. They're called RESPAs. You sign those. Once you sign those, you can move to underwriting. And then the underwriting process may take another 3 to 5 days. We do it right up front. So like I said, within 4 to 24 hours, we're going to have an approval from an underwriter. It's called a conditional approval. It will have any items listed there that we need to provide them to sign off to get what's called the clear to close. But if we do that in the first day of the process, and you have 30 days till closing, that we know exactly what we have to do in order to get the clear to close. Our typical clear to close is about 12 days. So 12 days, you can spend the rest of the time picking out your paint colors, setting up your movers, set up utilities, visiting the school system you're going to be in. So number one key is just a lot of due diligence up front, not taking on the loan without knowing what it's going to take to get it to the closing table.
That's incredible. So, and especially working with such speed in today's world, I'm sure that's a huge value for all of your customers. The next question that I have here is, you guys are located in Marietta. Mm-hmm. We are all, as consumers, getting bombarded with home mortgage advertising from people we've never heard of, internet companies. Why should a consumer choose a local lender versus one of the other guys?
Yeah, so local, I would say number one, accountability. You can hold me accountable. I've got a reputation to uphold. So the majority of our business comes from referrals, people that we've worked with in the past. And so we care about our reputation, we care about our customer, but not only that, you can come to my office and you can hold me accountable and say, hey DJ, you said you were going to do this and you were going to hit our closing date and you were going to fund this loan. You deal with some online lenders up in Detroit or somebody that you can't go into their office and hold them accountable. And again, a lot of online lenders, they deal with thousands and thousands of clients a month. They don't have the greatest reputation online, so they don't really care if you go online and complain. And sometimes that's your only recourse, is to go online and complain and hope the next person that does business with them sees it. Other than that, you don't have a lot of places to go to hold them accountable. So for me, local, dealing with a local company, you've got a relationship there and accountability.
Excellent, excellent. So this is a people business that we're in. Mm-hmm. What is it about helping individuals achieve their dreams of home ownership that brings you the greatest satisfaction?
Home ownership. So I said I've been in the business for 22 years. My first 13 years in business, all I did was refinances. Oh. So the person already owned the home, right? So they live there. They're not moving into a new neighborhood and meeting new people and finding new schools and things like that. This is just a transaction to maybe better their financial situation. Maybe they're getting a little cash out, but it was just a financial transaction. When I started Affinity, I said, I want to be in the relationship business. Refinances are transactional. Purchases, it's relational. Like we have real estate agents involved, closing attorneys involved, but they're buying a new home. They're starting a new season in their life, a new chapter in their life, and they're buying a new home. They're going to create new memories with their family. Maybe they're going to, first-time home buyer, they're going to have their first child in that house. So it's much more rewarding to do purchase transactions than it was the 13 years I spent in refinance. And I tell my staff all the time, like, I cannot believe I did 13 years of refinances because I just love the purchase business. To go to the closing, typically on a refinance, you don't go to the closing. It's just them and the attorney or notary. But you go to the closing, you see the keys get passed, you see the hugs and the happiness on people's face because like I said, new season in life. And so it's just much more rewarding to know that you've helped them get into that home.
That's fantastic, and it's a testament to that attitude just permeates all through Affinity. You know, we've interviewed past clients, and a past client is currently interviewing you, and certainly your reputation is sterling in this neck of the woods. So if you're looking to relocate to Marietta, Cobb County, Georgia, please check out DJ and his team here at Affinity. They will absolutely take care of you. I want to move forward with my last two questions, okay, which are real estate related, and your experience in real estate, not as a professional, but as just a consumer. Okay. How would you describe your most recent real estate transaction? Was it a pleasant experience or was it a headache?
So my most recent, we bought a new home, it was about 3 years ago. Bought a new home. The home buying process was great. I mean, I did the mortgage, so I kind of had control over that, and the shopping of it, just new, like I said, new, exciting, you know, just thinking about how we're gonna create new memories in this house. So the buying process was great. The selling process, I can think of actually the last 2 homes that I've sold, and kind of a not as pleasant experience, because unfortunately we didn't really get a lot of communication from the buyer side, especially the lender. And in the last transaction, the appraisal actually wasn't even ordered until after the appraisal contingency was up. So the buyer was at risk at that point. But it really created just stress for us. I mean, we had already purchased our new home, and so we had 2 homes to pay for at that time. So not knowing exactly if we were going to hit the closing date and what was going on with the buyers, really, it can create some anxiety. In fact, the second to last home I sold, it was about 6 years ago. So I just started Affinity, and I said, this is not going to happen to our clients. And so it really helped me in growing our business, and just, you know, how we're going to treat our customers, how we're going to be respectful to the sellers and inform their listing agents, you know, hey, this is what's going on with your buyer's loan. So as soon as we get clear to close, we let them know, hey, they're clear to close, you guys can relax, we're good to go. Gotcha. Or if something comes up, just keeping the communication. But being a part of that negative experience, you know, personally, it really helped my business, especially because I said I just was getting into the purchase world, and like, how can we really streamline this process? And communication is key. But so what was a bad experience for me personally helped professionally.
Excellent. Yeah. Incredible insight. Last question coming up. The next time you personally go to buy, sell, or even invest in real estate, what would you say for the audience out there would be your top 2 qualities you would look for in your next real estate agent?
I want to work with somebody that does a lot of business if I'm looking to buy a house in Marietta City, I want to use, you know, an experienced, high volume real estate agent that, you know, knows Marietta City the best. A lot of times, especially in this market where it's, you know, it's a seller's market, some of these agents that are hyper local will know if something's going to come up before it actually hits the market. So give you a little insight. And then just from there, like we talked about, checking their reputation, checking their online reviews, talking to the community, see what other people are saying about them. So hyper local and just good reputation and trustworthy.
Wow. Well, DJ, thank you for your time today. I know this was extremely valuable to me. And if you are getting value out of the content of this video and our other interviews, please do us a favor and hit the like button and the subscribe button down below. And we will see you next time on 6 Questions in 5 Minutes.